As the first light of dawn touches the coast, we witness a massive gathering of ancient ocean spirits, shells that once protected life now wait for rebirth. The rhythmic pulse of the tide echoes through these calcified layers, washing away the salt of the deep and preparing them for a technological transformation. Silent autonomous machines arrive to claim what the sea has left behind, moving with a mechanical grace that bridges the gap between nature and future industry. Each movement is calculated and precise as the AI-driven systems begin the process of gathering raw materials that were once considered nothing more than coastal waste. The journey begins on a path of transition, moving from the chaotic beauty of the shoreline into the controlled environment of a futuristic circular manufacturing facility. Inside this sanctuary of innovation, the echoes of the ocean will be transformed into the foundations of a sustainable future through the power of advanced technology. Listen to the symphony of the shells as they dance upon the metal, a clattering chorus that signals the start of their incredible journey into architectural history. Water becomes a tool of purification, stripping away the remnants of the sea to reveal the pure calcium structure hidden beneath the rough and weathered exterior. This is the heartbeat of the modern factory, a place where biological waste is treated with the same reverence as gold, awaiting its structural digital evolution. Nature has spent years crafting these complex geometric designs, and now our AI systems will analyze every ridge to unlock the secrets of their inherent strength. The digital eye sees what we cannot, mapping the molecular density of the calcium to determine the perfect use for every single fragment of shell harvested. A breath of artificial wind clears the way, ensuring that only the purest material moves forward into the heat and pressure of the next industrial phase. Engineers monitor the flow of data, ensuring that the natural variability of the ocean is balanced by the perfect precision of digital control and chemical analysis. In the silence of the ultrasonic chamber, microscopic vibrations dislodge the finest particles of dirt, leaving the shells pristine and ready for their ultimate transformation. What was once an environmental burden is now a boundless resource, a mountain of potential being dismantled piece by piece to build a greener world. Each shell carries a story of the deep, a narrative of survival that is about to be rewritten in the language of stone, lime, and modern architecture. Friction and motion combine to polish the past, removing the scars of the ocean floor and preparing the surface for the binding agents of the future. Categorization is key to quality, as shells are separated by density and size to ensure the structural integrity of the final biobricks we are creating. Thermal energy begins the softening of the organic bonds, preparing the calcium matrix for a new union with biopolymers in the coming stages of production. Chemical precision ensures a sterile foundation, a necessary step to create a material that is not only beautiful, but durable enough to last for centuries. Where the wild waves meet the structured mind, a new harmony is found, turning the entropy of the sea into the order of human habitat and design. The machinery of progress never sleeps, a constant rotation of steel and logic that drives the cycle of sustainability forward with every passing second of production. Gravity pulls the harvest deeper into the heart of the machine, where the individual identities of the shells will soon merge into a singular, powerful mass. Beneath the rugged exterior lies a hidden beauty, a shimmering core that will give our biobricks their unique aesthetic and shimmering quality under the sunlight. Human oversight remains the final judge, ensuring that the AI's efficiency is matched by the discerning eye of craftsmanship and rigorous quality control standards. Centrifugal force acts as a final purge, removing every last molecule of moisture before the shells enter the dry grinding phase of their incredible physical transformation. Data is embedded into the very material, allowing every batch to be traced back to its coastal origin, ensuring a transparent and ethical supply chain. As day turns to night, the factory continues its mission, a lighthouse of innovation standing guard over the ocean and the future of sustainable building. Light becomes a weapon of cleanliness, purging the invisible so that the visible result can be a masterpiece of purity and structural excellence in every brick. The sound of success is the clatter of shells, a rhythmic announcement that the raw harvest is complete and the real work of creation is about to begin. Constant monitoring ensures perfection. as the digital mind calculates the exact ratio of materials needed to produce the strongest and most beautiful biobricks imaginable. A global network of ocean cleanup feeds this facility, turning the tide of pollution into a tide of progress for the global construction industry. Even the smallest particle is removed, for in the world of high-tech materials, the smallest impurity can weaken the strength of the final architectural product. Heat prepares the calcium for its fate, making the structures more brittle and easier to grind into the fine powder that will form the new brick. The ocean's mistakes are corrected here, as plastic and waste are removed, leaving behind only the natural calcium that belongs in our sustainable future. Vast reservoirs of potential wait in silence, a massive inventory of ocean-borne material ready to be ground into the dust of architectural revolution. Through the maze of the machine, the shell finds its place, guided by an intelligence that understands the value of every single fragment from the sea. The first chapter ends as the shell falls into the unknown, ready to lose its form so that it may gain a much greater purpose. The second phase begins with fire and water, as high-pressure jets slice through the grime of years, revealing the hidden purity of the calcium stone. Abrasive crystals scrub the surface of history, polishing the shells until they lose their weathered look and begin to shine with industrial-grade cleanliness. Sterilization is a digital ritual, where beams of ultraviolet light hunt down every lingering bacterium, ensuring the biobricks are safe for human habitation. The laser grid maps the geography of the harvest, translating the physical world into a digital blueprint that the AI will use to optimize the mix. Precision is paramount. Even the smallest imperfection is vaporized in an instant, leaving only the perfect, refined essence of the ocean's calcium behind. Agility and speed define this process, as robots perform thousands of operations a minute, outperforming any human hand in the quest for perfect material purity. The data confirms our progress, a testament to the harmony of biology and technology as we refine the raw gifts of the sea into industrial gold. Extreme cold changes the nature of the material, freezing the atomic bonds so they can be shattered into the fine dust needed for the next creation. The factory atmosphere is one of clinical perfection, a temple of science where the ocean's debris is treated with the highest level of care and technology. Every pulse of the sensor is a check of quality, a digital heartbeat that drives the entire facility toward the goal of ultimate sustainable perfection. Individual shells of high quality are singled out, their dense structures making them the perfect candidates for the most high-performance architectural applications. Sound becomes a cleaning tool, using frequencies beyond human hearing to vibrate away the last vestiges of the natural world from our industrial raw material. The purification is complete, and the river of ivory flows toward the heart of the factory, ready to be broken and reborn into something new. The gateway to transformation opens wide, inviting the shells into the darkness where their physical form will be sacrificed for the sake of future structures. Scientists and AI collaborate here, fine-tuning the chemical balance to ensure that every biobrick produced meets the rigorous standards of modern engineering and safety. At the molecular level, we find the architecture of life, a geometric masterpiece that we will now harness to build the homes of tomorrow. Every aspect of the factory is sustainable, capturing and filtering every exhaust to ensure that our process is as clean as the products we create. Precision requires constant care, a dance of maintenance that ensures our digital eyes never lose their sharpness in the quest for material excellence. Even in the shadows, the factory breathes, a tireless engine of recycling that turns the waste of yesterday into the building blocks of a better world. Testing is continuous, a chemical dialogue between the material and the scientist that guarantees the stability and longevity of our final biological composite. Weight and density determine the fate of each fragment, as the AI sorts them into categories that will soon become either floor tiles or walls. The contrast is stark. The old world of the ocean meeting the new world of industry on a journey that will end in architectural beauty. Warmth returns as the shells are dried, a gentle heat that removes the last traces of liquid before the violent grinding process begins its work. Energy is focused, a concentrated beam of warmth that prepares the internal structure of the shell for the massive pressures it will soon face. The machines care for themselves, a self-sustaining ecosystem of precision that maintains the integrity of the entire purification and sorting process. We look inside the heart of the shell, seeing the hidden strength that the ocean built over years, now ready to be repurposed by human hands. The light of purification ends here as the shells prepare to enter the crushing heart of the factory for their most dramatic physical change yet. Motion and air combine to strip away any remaining surface tension, leaving the shells light, dry, and ready for the massive weight of the crushers. The science is complex, but the goal is simple: to create a material that is stronger than concrete and more sustainable than any traditional brick. A spark of curiosity leads to a breakthrough in material science as we push the limits of what biological waste can achieve in modern construction. From light to dark, from waste to resource, the journey of the shell is a metaphor for the transformation of our world into a sustainable future. Power and precision are the tools of our trade, the silent force that drives the conversion of ocean calcium into the homes of the future. A final layer of protection is applied, ensuring that the biobricks will remain healthy and clean for generations, resisting the mold and decay of time. Every droplet is a shield, a microscopic layer of safety that bridges the gap between the natural world and the requirements of modern human living. The pace quickens as the shells reach the point of no return, their individual lives ending so their collective existence as a building can begin. The green light signals perfection, a confirmation from the AI that our materials are now ready to be forged into the foundations of a new era. Down into the depths of the machine, the shell enters the crucible of destruction, where the past is broken to create a better tomorrow. The third phase begins with the heavy sound of crushing steel, where the sheer power of industry meets the brittle strength of the ocean's shield. In slow motion, the destruction looks like art, a violent but necessary dismantling of the old form to liberate the pure calcium stored within. The fragments are sharp and raw, a chaotic mixture of sizes that will soon be refined into a uniform powder by the relentless vibration of the machine. Dust is not waste here. It is the prize, a cloud of potential that is carefully managed and captured to ensure every gram of material is used. Smaller and smaller the pieces become, as the tumbling steel balls wear down the resistance of the shells, grinding them into a fine and workable grit. The transformation is nearly complete, the rough shells now a fine white powder that feels like silk and carries the structural promise of a mountain. Like rain, the powder falls through levels of refinement, each sieve smaller than the last, ensuring a consistency that is vital for the upcoming chemical bonding. The AI monitors the particle size in real time, adjusting the speed of the grinders to achieve the perfect surface area for maximum bonding strength in the brick. These are the cathedrals of calcium, holding the essence of millions of shells, ready to be poured into the molds of a new architectural vision. Every grain is a building block, a microscopic diamond of the sea that will soon be part of a wall that breathes and protects like the original shell. The powder flows like liquid through the veins of the factory, moved by invisible hands toward the mixing chambers where the final alchemy will take place. There is a softness in this destruction, a quiet elegance as the shells are finally reduced to their most basic and versatile form for modern construction. We guide the force of the machine, steering the power of destruction toward the goal of creation, ensuring that every impact serves the larger sustainable purpose. Friction creates heat, but our systems keep the process cool and stable, protecting the integrity of the calcium powder from thermal degradation during the grinding process. Order amidst the chaos is the hallmark of the AI-driven factory, where every particle of dust is managed and every vibration is monitored for optimal efficiency. Stability is our priority, as we maintain a constant rhythm of destruction that will lead to a constant flow of high-quality building material for the world. Testing for density ensures that the final bricks will be solid and unyielding, a foundation of strength built upon the ground-up remains of the ocean's life. The storm begins, a cyclone of calcium that will soon meet the binding resins, turning the dry dust into a living, moldable substance of great beauty. Driven by clean energy, our process of destruction is as green as the results we achieve, closing the loop of sustainability in every single mechanical movement. Purity is checked at every stage, as we use magnetic forces to ensure that only the purest calcium carbonate makes it into the final building material. Precision to the gram allows for a perfect chemical reaction, ensuring that the bond between nature and science is as strong as the shells themselves once were. The product of destruction is now the raw material of creation, bagged and ready to be moved to the mixing and molding stage of production. High above the floor, the essence of the ocean moves toward its final fate, a journey of elevation that mirrors its new role in human architecture. The human touch remains vital, guiding the flow of material with an intuition that only experience can provide, balancing the cold logic of the AI systems. At the threshold of the next phase, we look back at the dust and forward to the stone, ready to witness the birth of a new material. Even in the dust, there is beauty, a prismatic display of light that reminds us of the ocean's origins even as we break it down for industry. Nothing is wasted. Every fragment is processed until it reaches the perfect size, ensuring that the final product is a uniform masterpiece of bioengineering and design. The silence between batches is a moment of reflection, a brief pause in the relentless cycle of destruction that powers our sustainable manufacturing process today. The silos stand tall, white sentinels of the coast holding the ground-up history of the sea, ready for the transformative power of the mixing vats. The hush of falling powder is the sound of potential, a whisper of the buildings that will soon stand tall using this recycled calcium carbonate material. Science reveals the stardust within the shell, a glowing map of mineral wealth that we are now privileged to use in our quest for a greener world. Cleanliness is a core value, as we treat our raw materials with the respect they deserve, maintaining an environment that reflects the quality of our results. The landscape of production is a constant flow of white, a mountain range of possibility that moves with the steady pace of industrial evolution and design. Electricity and calcium collide in the pipes, a dance of energy that signals the material is ready for the chemical embrace of the binding stage. This is the future of the factory, a silent and efficient space where the machines do the heavy work of transforming our waste into our future. Consistency is the key to strength, and the data shows that our process has achieved the perfect distribution of particles for a superior architectural bond today. Every batch is a fresh start, a clean slate that ensures no contamination enters the production line, maintaining the high standards of our BioBrick technology. We monitor every detail, from the heat of the rollers to the size of the grains, ensuring that the process of destruction remains safe and controlled. The sun provides the energy for our transformation, a clean and endless source of power that reflects the sustainable ethos of everything we build and do. Even a single grain is worthy of inspection, for we know that the quality of the whole is only as good as the quality of its smallest part. Stabilization is the final step of the third phase, a cooling breath that prepares the calcium for its meeting with the warm and flowing bioresins. The vibrations of destruction fade away, leaving behind a silence that is filled with the promise of the construction and the beauty that is soon to come. The path is clear as the powder moves from the hall of the broken into the hall of the whole, where it will be reborn as stone. We watch, we learn, and we build as the third phase comes to a close and the true alchemy of our sustainable factory begins its work. The fourth phase begins with the introduction of the bioresin, a life-giving liquid that will bind the calcium dust into a permanent and beautiful solid form. Dust meets liquid in a perfect union as the powder is slowly absorbed into the resin, creating a composite material that is both flexible and incredibly strong. The mechanical heart of the mixer beats with a steady rhythm, ensuring that every grain of shell is perfectly coated in the binding power of the resin. We watch as the color of nature returns to the material, a soft and organic hue that reflects the coastal origins of our sustainable and innovative building blocks. The catalyst ignites the chemical reaction, a controlled surge of energy that begins the process of hardening the liquid into the stone of the future bricks. The material is alive with reaction, a breathing chemical process that ensures the final brick will be porous enough to insulate but solid enough to protect. AI-optimized molds ensure that every brick is perfect, calculating the exact flow and pressure needed to avoid any air pockets or structural weaknesses in the design. Art and industry collide as the mixture takes on its new form, filling the intricate patterns that will give our bricks their unique and beautiful aesthetic quality. A landscape of potential homes moves before us, a steady progression of form and function that will soon be the walls of a sustainable architectural masterpiece. The surface settles with a quiet grace, taking on a luster that reflects the mother-of-pearl heritage of the original shells that gave their life for this creation. Vibration is the final touch of perfection, shaking away the invisible flaws to ensure that every brick is a solid and unyielding piece of sustainable engineering art. The pressure is on, a mechanical embrace that forces the material to bond at a molecular level, creating a strength that far exceeds traditional building materials. Our resins are made from plants, not petroleum, ensuring that the heart of our biobricks is as environmentally friendly as the recycled shells they bind together today. Beauty is found in the chemistry of life, a prismatic reminder that even our industrial processes are rooted in the vibrant and colorful world of natural science. A clean process is a perfect process, and our automated systems ensure that every batch starts in a pristine environment free from any old material or contamination. The flow must be perfect, a delicate balance that is guided by human intuition and supported by the lightning-fast calculations of our advanced AI operating systems. Light becomes a catalyst for change as ultraviolet rays penetrate the molds to start the hardening process, turning liquid potential into the solid foundations of buildings. The transition is subtle but powerful as the liquid loses its flow and begins to hold its new shape, a permanent testament to the power of our technology. This is the circulatory system of the factory, a complex and efficient network that brings together the best of biology and industry in a single flow. We work under pressure to achieve greatness, pushing the boundaries of material science to create a product that is as reliable as it is beautiful and sustainable. Every detail is captured, every ridge of the original shell's memory is preserved in the stone, creating a material that is both modern and ancient in appearance. The reveal is a moment of triumph, as the liquid and dust are gone, replaced by a solid and beautiful object that is ready for the world. In the quiet of the night, the factory continues to mold the future, a tireless creator of sustainable solutions for the global construction industry's biggest challenges. Timing is everything in the world of chemical bonding, and our sensors ensure that we never miss the perfect moment to release the brick from its shell. The light of day touches the material for the first time in its new form, a birth of stone from the union of sea and science. Gentle hands of steel move the creation, treating the new bricks with the care they deserve as they begin their final journey toward the construction site. Quality is our signature, and we inspect every inch of our work to ensure that the beauty of the design is matched by the integrity of the build, a library of sustainability, each brick a volume of the ocean story rewritten for the modern world, waiting to become part of someone's dream home. The heat of creation fades, replaced by the cool stability of the finished product, a material that is now ready for the test of time and weather. Strength meets style in every corner, a testament to the power of our AI-driven molding process to create shapes that are as strong as they are beautiful. The digital twin is born, a code that carries the history and chemical makeup of the brick, ensuring total transparency and quality control for the builder. We leave no trace of the past in our machines, ensuring that every new batch is as pure and perfect as the first one we ever made. We push the limits of our materials, testing their strength to ensure that they can withstand the massive loads of modern multi-story architectural designs and structures. Science confirms the beauty of the bond, a perfect distribution of strength that ensures our bricks will never crack or fail under the pressure of life. The supply of innovation never stops as we bring in the best bio-based materials to fuel our mission of creating a more sustainable and beautiful world. Care for our tools is care for our craft, a dedication to excellence that is visible in every movement and every brick we produce in this factory. The rhythm of production is a beautiful thing to witness, a fast-paced and efficient dance of machines and materials that is changing the world of construction. We test for every environment, ensuring that our bricks can handle the humidity of the tropics and the dry heat of the desert with equal ease. Nature's protection is enhanced by science, creating a material that repels water and resists the elements, just like the shells that once lived in the sea. The bricks are stacked and ready, a solid foundation for the next chapter of our story, moving from the factory to the architectural site for installation. Protection for the journey is essential, and even our packaging is chosen for its low environmental impact, staying true to our core mission of total sustainability. The day's work leaves the facility, a cargo of hope and innovation that will soon become the walls of a beautiful and eco-friendly home for someone. In the light, the past shimmers, a beautiful and subtle reminder of the ocean's gift that now serves as the anchor for our modern and sustainable life. The fourth phase ends with a journey. As the bricks return to the coast in a new form, ready to face the sea in the future. The fifth phase is the test of strength, where 1,000-ton presses compress the biomaterial into its final, most dense and unyielding form for architectural use. Under extreme force, the molecules are forced into a new arrangement, creating a structural density that rivals natural stone and far surpasses traditional fired clay bricks. The pressure carves perfection, ensuring that the intricate patterns of our 3D designs are captured with a level of detail that only high-pressure molding can achieve. This is the temple of force, where the soft becomes hard and the fragile becomes strong through the focused power of modern industrial engineering and AI control. Heat becomes the final architect, as the bricks enter the infrared tunnel to be cured at the molecular level, locking in their strength for centuries to come. Inside the fire of innovation, the bioresins are toiluyen or tempered, becoming as hard as ceramic but without the massive carbon footprint of a traditional kiln. The breath of creation rises as steam, a sign that the curing is complete, and the material is now a permanent and stable piece of architectural stone. The sound of quality is a high-pitched ring, a sign that the internal structure is solid and free of any hidden cracks or structural flaws in the brick. We have broken the records of nature and industry, creating a material that is not only sustainable but superior in every measurable way to traditional building blocks. Each brick is a masterpiece, a perfect union of seaborne calcium and human-made technology, ready to be part of the most beautiful buildings in the world. Tolerance is measured in microns, ensuring that our bricks fit together perfectly on the construction site, reducing waste and increasing the speed of building for contractors. The finishing touch is a polish that brings out the hidden shimmer of the oyster shells, a final nod to the material's origin before it leaves the factory. As another day of production comes to an end, we look at the thousands of bricks we have created, each one a step toward a better planet. We wear our mission on our sleeve, a certification that every brick is a product of ethical recycling and advanced low-carbon manufacturing processes and digital design. A window into the past, the shell remains visible, a beautiful and honest expression of the material's journey from the ocean floor to the human home. Stability in every block, a solid and unyielding foundation that will protect families and inspire architects for generations to come with its unique and natural beauty. Impervious to the elements, our bricks are designed to withstand the harshest conditions, from coastal salt air to industrial pollution, without losing their strength or color. This is our inventory of change, a massive supply of sustainable building material that is ready to replace the carbon-heavy concrete of the past and future. The tactile experience is unique, a warm and natural feel that connects the inhabitant of the building to the natural world that provided the raw materials today. The fire fades, but the strength remains, a permanent gift of the heat and pressure that turned simple shell dust into the stone of the future bricks. Our impact is measured in the carbon we don't emit, a positive contribution to the global fight against climate change through innovative and circular industrial manufacturing processes. A lighthouse of the circular economy, our factory stands at the edge of the world, turning the tide of waste into a tide of progress for humanity. We can mimic the passage of time in seconds, creating a material that looks ancient but possesses all the strength and precision of modern high-tech engineering today. Excellence is a habit, not an act, and our automated systems maintain a level of quality control that is unmatched in the traditional building material industry world. Built to last, our biobricks can handle the bumps and bruises of life, providing a durable and safe environment for families and businesses to grow and thrive. The journey of the shell is complete, a full circle from the ocean to the factory, and soon to the beautiful buildings that will stand for centuries today. In every brick, there is a galaxy of history, a shimmering reminder of the life that once lived in the sea and now protects life on land. The next chapter begins as our creations enter the world, ready to become the walls and floors of a more sustainable and beautiful architectural future for everyone. We take pride in our work, knowing that every brick we make is a contribution to a cleaner ocean and a more sustainable global construction industry for all. From the depth of the sea to the height of the home, the shell's journey is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and natural wisdom today. The future of building is here, a synergy of automated construction and bio-based materials that is faster, stronger, and much better for the environment than ever before. Every bond is sustainable, every connection is strong, as we use the best of modern science to build homes that are truly in harmony with nature's wisdom. The result is stunning, a living wall that breathes and changes with the light, a piece of architectural art that is as functional as it is beautiful today. By removing the waste shells, we help the ocean breathe, creating a virtuous cycle that benefits both the human world and the natural environment in every way. A future where our children live in homes that are made from the gifts of the sea, safe and sustainable spaces built with the intelligence of our AI. The cycle never ends, a continuous loop of recycling and innovation that ensures we will never run out of the materials we need to build a better world. In every grain, there is a dream, a vision of a world where industry and nature are no longer at odds, but work together for the good. We watch over the future, guided by data and driven by passion, as we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible in sustainable building technology. Delicacy meets strength in every movement, a reflection of the dual nature of our biobricks and the incredible technology that brings them to life in our factory. Our name stands for a promise, a commitment to a future where every building is a piece of the solution, not a piece of the global environmental problem. The coast is clean, the shells are gone, and a new city is rising, built from the waste of yesterday and the intelligence of the future world. The science is clear, the result is solid, and the future is bright, as we continue to lead the way in the world of bio-based architectural design. The fifth phase ends here, but the legacy of the shell will live on in the structures we build and the planet we help to save every day. The final chapter is a masterpiece of design, where the biobricks have finally found their place, standing tall as the walls of a luxurious and sustainable home. The texture tells a story, a rhythmic whisper of the tides and the shells, frozen in stone to protect and inspire the people who live within these walls. Nature and architecture merge into one, a seamless transition that blurs the line between the wild beauty of the sea and the structured comfort of a home. When the sun touches these walls, the building comes alive, a sparkling reminder of the hidden beauty that we recovered from the waste of the ocean's depths. Step into the future, where the ground beneath your feet is a sustainable creation, a smooth and durable surface that honors the life and history of the sea. The material has returned to its home, standing strong where the waves meet the shore, a resilient and beautiful guardian of the coast and its modern inhabitants. A testament to harmony, our biobricks allow for architectural growth that respects the environment, proving that luxury and sustainability can go hand in hand in the modern world. Life thrives within and around our creations, a holistic approach to design that supports the local flora and fauna while providing a beautiful space for human living. These are the spaces where memories are made, built with a material that is as safe as it is sustainable, protecting what matters most for the future. Even at night, the beauty of the sea is visible in the stone, a silver reflection of the tides that once carried these shells to our shore yesterday. The cycle is complete, a full circle of transformation that turns a problem into a solution and a waste product into a world-class architectural and design resource. The home is a sanctuary of sustainability, a place where the warmth of the hearth and the wisdom of the ocean meet in a perfect, peaceful union. Data confirms our success. as these buildings perform as well for the planet as they do for their owners, saving energy and waste every single day now. The sun sets on the old way of building and rises on a new era of architecture that is born from the sea and shaped by human intelligence. We never forget where we came from, a small token of respect for the natural world that provides the raw materials for everything we create and enjoy. The work of today is finished, but the mission continues as we prepare for another day of turning the tide of waste into a future of sustainable beauty. In the vastness of the universe, our small contribution matters, a beacon of hope and a practical solution for a more sustainable and beautiful world for all. This is the new life cycle, a journey of rebirth and innovation that transforms the forgotten into the foundational for the sake of our shared future today, created by nature, refined by AI, and built for you. Join us in building a sustainable future, one shell at a time, for generations to come now.